It'd be like fucking a waterfall for like 10 seconds.
Fucking a waterfall doesn't sound very satisfying.
What?
Because it's just a sheet of
People
water.
yearn for the
your
caves.
Penis in it? Well, yeah, sure.
You're yearning for the caves and the mines, buddy.
Fucking a cave is different than fucking a waterfall.
No,
and I'm sure a waterfall could
peaceful.
add ambiance to when you're fucking a cave.
You never
but
jerked
fucking
off in the
waterfall
shower?
itself. Yeah, but that's different. That's not fucking a waterfall.
Yeah.
If I'm jerking off in a waterfall,
imagine
sure, I'll
more
do that.
water,
Sure, I'll do
imagine
that
you're
all day, no
penetrating
problem.
it.
But that's not what you said.
You're just
That's
not.
a
You're
different
just
thing.
not imagining yourself penetrating it. It's a problem.
I'm closing my eyes, Jake, and all I can see right now is myself penetrating a sheet of falling water.
Yeah,
and it's not satisfying.
Dude, if this was like when the woolly mammoths were around, you'd be like a legend in your tribe.
Now, first things first. Oh, my mic is too loud. I'll just keep it over there. One thing that this movie was noticeably lacking. No Gilbert.
It did have gun violence.
It did have gun violence. So that's the one.
It's like PEMDAS.
You have to
cancel each other out.
Well, if the Gilbert is in parentheses, then you have to have the gun.
You solve for Gilbert first, and then you figure out the gun after.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you solve for Gilbert first. I think that's the way it goes. I think that I kind of thought that was a character archetype that we were going to see in like every single movie.
Yeah, a little nerdy kid.
The pathetic one?
Yeah.
I feel like that just was Kirk Cameron's character.
You think Kirk was the Gilbert of this movie?
No.
Yes.
No, I'm going to say, but
he's literally a failure at the beginning.
Yeah, because he's
a complete failure.
But Gilbert's not even really a failure, though.
No, he's
it's
not
just
a failure,
like a nerdy
but that's how they want you to feel about him.
They wanted.
I think Gilbert was a failure.
Compared to the other kids,
bitch.
like, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
He like got no bitches. Had
Gilbert
never seen a bra in his life.
He barely ever heard the word bra.
Yeah.
Just the
Jack
word.
Morgan
bra.
was out there getting bitches, though. He pulled a lawyer. He was homeless.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah,
That's true.
He confessed to her that he could be a dog person, and it worked.
He also had $64 million, basically.
That's
I mean, it was
true.
Lucky's money, but he basically had it. And the lawyer had nothing. If anybody's the Gilbert in this movie, it's the lawyer.
Yeah.
It's her.
Or the daughter.
Or the, well, yeah, that
The
daughter.
little girl.
That daughter, yeah. She's a herald.
Yeah.
She's something. She's just kind of moving around.
That movie was better than
I
Under
liked
Wraps.
it way more than Under Wraps.
Yep.
Not that I disliked Under Wraps, but this just felt much more like a movie. Everything was lit better. The lighting was
Under
way
Wraps
better.
seemed like a Snickers commercial that just wouldn't end.
What are you talking about?
I know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you both have made great points.
Oh God.
But
Here we go. He's gonna take Under Wraps is better. We know it's coming.
Oh, I'm sorry they played music in this movie.
He hated the
Andrew.
fake Randy Newman. That's what happened.
Okay,
That's what
that
it
was
comes
just
down to.
funny. That was just funny.
Oh my God.
And I didn't dislike the music. That music that they were playing though was wild and not.
It
was
fit
too
the
much
situation.
for that. It was too much. It was way too much. That was the only part. I will admit though, I gotta say this right away. I was wrong about everything. When I was like, Kirk Cameron's doing a bad job. Kirk Cameron might be the greatest actor of a generation. I mean, he really, especially when, the climax, when he does become a dog in that courtroom.
Yeah.
Just wild. And he gets down to even the tiny mannerisms. Like, he's not even talking.
He's like
He's fletching his head. Yeah. He's like moving his tongue around all wacky. Like, he really poured himself into that role.
Yeah.
At 28 years young.
Holy fuck, dude.
We
when
all
said
thought
that.
he was like 17 or like 20.
Yeah, like
Yep.
maybe 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 28
He's
is
older than all of
wild.
us right now.
Yeah.
But that's
Making it
also...
sound awful.
That's a weird thing because it's like, did they want him to look young on purpose
He
or
did
not?
look young.
He did look young, but I'm saying he looked too young to be with the lawyer because then they kind of introduced some kind of like romantic thing between the lawyer. She's clearly like a grown woman.
Yeah.
A strong woman.
Grown, strong,
Yeah.
powerful female woman.
Take care of her daughter by herself.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, because
because her daughter is like got to be like at least 5 or 6,
yeah.
I would say. So she's probably at least like
I thought she was,
don't
like,
know,
mid-30s.
I would have thought like mid-30s.
Yep. But he just looks like...
But he
Like, I honestly, even though we see him in the very beginning, like, running his own business, I still really was thinking that he was a teenager. I thought he was a teenager.
Yeah.
Mm.
And again, because maybe it's a Disney Channel original, like that's part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
He looks young.
But yeah, he looks super young.
Yeah.
There was a couple shots though.
Like just like a baby face kind
Baby
of.
face, yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple shots though where you could see the like 5 o'clock shadow coming in, which again was still more like what do they? Who is this guy?
But,
Like, what do they want him to
The
be?
thing is, like,
Yeah.
everybody knows Disney. Like,
Mhm.
it's for kids.
Yeah.
Who is this movie for? Like, what is this?
Dogs?
Like, why is there all
Movie for
adults?
dogs.
Like, there's all adults.
Yeah.
Like, Kirk Cameron's doing silly things.
You know what?
But,
That's
like-
a good point. Because if we're looking at like who
It could've
are we
been a
supposed to
teenager,
identify
easy.
with,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
like-
could have been a teenager.
Like, why didn't they just make him a teenager?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the romance with the lawyer, like, didn't have to happen.
Yeah.
No.
You
You're
know?
right. You're right about that. But they definitely, they forced that in there.
Like, like the lawyer's daughter or something. Like, if there was
If she were, like, an
older,
adult, yeah,
if
like,
there was
if
a teenage
She
daughter.
had a teenage daughter.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it does seem weird.
It makes no sense. I mean,
Yeah.
who is that for?
They're still finding their footing. They're still finding their footing
Yeah,
with
That's
this first
true.
movie.
It
This
is
is
the
only
third
their.
movie.
This is only the third movie,
yeah,
technically.
in
First
Under
movie-
Wraps, those kids are really young. So
Yeah.
then they were like, okay, maybe we'll make him like a young adult. And then eventually they probably were like, like not quite right.
Right.
Hey,
You
this
gotta
guy's
find
like
that
30
balance.
now. The
Yeah.
movie's out.
Yeah. They're like maybe a little weird.
Because the next one, Brink, that's got to be about teenagers. Like,
It's-
there's
yeah.
no way it's an adult
an high
roller
school
skating.
movie
for Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably not.
If it's not, that'd be so funny.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, let's see. The fella, I keep wanting to call him Neil because I feel like that's his name in like something else. But the one bad guy, the funny one, the Ed of the crew, he did a great job.
The fool.
The fool, yes, the king's fool. He
Okay, so
was
this
good.
is like high school, obviously.
Brink.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brink.
this is
yeah.
like one of the posters.
Oh god
That
damn.
looks
dude.
But-
fucking
So
awesome.
good news is this one has a higher score on IMDb than.
Then
You
you
lucky
lucky
dog.
dog.
Okay.
So we're
Thank God.
climbing up here. Now, it's not a great score, but
Yeah.
it's better.
I think that we're gonna see going into Brink, like, I feel like Brink is gonna be more the epitome of what a Disney Channel movie is.
Yeah.
Way more than You Lucky Dog for sure, but probably more than both of these
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Cause
I felt like You Lucky
Yeah.
Dog was trying to hit like a Home Alone type thing.
oh for
Because
sure,
it's
Yeah.
like the same year.
Yeah, definitely.
it took a lot from Home Alone.
With like bad guys like
Yeah, breaking
busting
the house,
in and
being
trying
goofy,
hmm
yeah,
falling down.
very slapstick.
Oh yeah, those guys wish they were the Wet Bandits. They couldn't hold a candle
That's
to.
what I was trying to say.
Marvin
The Wet
Gaye.
Bandits.
Yep,
Fuck.
yep, I got
You
you,
beat me
buddy.
to it. I
Dude, the
couldn't
Wet
remember
Bandits
it.
are always on my mind, always on the forefront of mind. The Wet Bandits, aka the Sticky Bandits,
The
are always
Sticky
right up
Bandits.
here, dude. That thing's always ready to be pulled.
So what you guys rating out of 10?
I'm trying to think what I gave.
I think
You gave the
it a
last
6.
one a yeah.
I gave it a 6.5. I
You
bumped
gave it
down.
a 7.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
bumped it down. You bumped it down.
The more we talked about it, the more I hated it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
giving
think
this one a 7 for sure, though.
I'll probably go. Fuck. I'll probably go 7. It's not strong enough to be like an 8. I don't
No,
think.
no, definitely.
I feel like it's close to an 8, though. Maybe I'll toss
Yeah.
a 7.5 on there.
There
Just
we go.
like-
All around the same.
Yeah.
The production value was like pretty good. You know, like
Sure.
Yeah.
you know,
That
the-
house was super
the
nice.
house was
and
cool.
like the
The AstroTurf and shit.
The
like,
AstroTurf.
yeah, like
all
that
of
whole-
it.
whole
all
like
that
they
stuff there?
decked out the
Oh,
house
cool.
for the dog. Like that
Right.
was cool, and the dog was like cool because like I don't know, Kirk Cameron
way
acts
they did the
goofy,
dog
but
was
right,
cool.
you don't hear the dog's thoughts and
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's just him like interpreting it out loud, which I think was the right choice
100%.
rather than having the
or the
dog's
dog like
voice,
move his mouth, like in that stupid movie we were talking about, Air Buddies.
Oh yeah, but that's all. I think they do that digitally now, right? Like those
Yeah.
dogs,
Yeah,
because
oh,
it
yeah.
used to be. You know, Mr. Ed. You guys ever hear
the
that
horse,
old
yeah,
show?
where they put peanut butter in his mouth and
It was this old show from like the 50s, and it was about a talking horse. And they would put it was a real horse. They put peanut butter in its mouth so that the horse was like going like this, and then they
Yeah.
put dub like a guy's voice over it.
That's
it seemed
so
like the horse was
fucked up.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, is peanut butter like bad for horses? Because
Probably
if
not.
it's not, then
No,
like you
probably
know
not.
that
Good
horse
for
was
dogs,
probably
though.
like, yeah,
They probably pumped that horse full of.
Yeah,
they
that
gave
horse
it the
was
Judy
probably
Garland
fucked up.
special
Yeah.
though, for sure.
they didn't give a shit about
Oh,
animals
yeah.
back then.
I think there was still that because like Rin Tin Tin, that dog
That-
who was like
yeah.
a huge movie star.
Mhm.
I think there was like the heads of Warner Brothers did like bring in a bunch of female dogs for Rin Tin Tin to like fuck.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like I think they did give him a pretty good life.
Yeah.
Which is weird. That's also like a very rich, like old hot. Like I feel like he's like smoking a cigar and be like, "You like the look of these bitches, Rin Tin Tin?"
The Georgia. Because like I know with Lassie, it was like a lot of different dogs that all played Lassie. So like it wasn't like they had to keep one dog like in top. You know what I mean? Like
same with the Little Rascals. They just kept replacing those kids like nobody's business. When their time was done, they same guy put them down. Yeah. Same guy shot the original Alfalfa and the first Lassie. Same shotgun. A lot of people don't realize that. It's hanging.
It's hanging up.
Yeah, it's in the Smithsonian. I think it's somewhere.
There's a dog in Little Rascals, right?
Yes, there's a dog. It's got the thing around its eye. I don't remember.
Bull terrier, whatever.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the target dog. I've only ever seen the not the ABC. I don't know why, but the movie that they came out with.
The Little Rascal movie?
Yeah. From like the 90s or whatever.
You learned that they killed all the kids after the movie?
I think that one those kids lived.
Okay.
But like because it was originally like a TV show, you know.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. Those kids 100%. Probably I bet you they all became like prostitutes or something.
Oh my God.
I bet you they probably had terrible lives. Like not good prostitutes.
Like the Peter Pan kid.
What Peter Pan
the kid who oh man, now I'm gonna get it wrong. It's the kid that either modeled Peter Pan after the voice. He died like a drug addict alone in like an abandoned building in New York City as an adult. No, this was like the first like old Disney, and he got like no money from it, and then he like died alone in an abandoned building. He found it.
We all gotta go somewhere.
You know. That's kind of it brings up an interesting point. Like obviously Kirk Cameron was like a known person by the time this movie came out because he had done Growing Pains, like you said, Jake. But for like the kids in all the other movies that we're gonna see, especially early on, and like the kids in Under Wraps, like how much did they get fucked over?
Yeah,
I did look it up, and the girl from Under Wraps, lawyer. So good for her.
That is, not bad.
She made out okay.
Yeah. Like it's crazy. Like when you're like a child actor. Maybe not as much now, because I feel like if you're gonna be like in a Disney movie, you probably have like an agent, and your parents are like getting you into stuff like when you're a baby, like doing commercials. But like back in the day, you could just like be in a movie, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go have a normal life now.
Yeah.
But I was in a movie, but it was just like if you like lived in California or Hollywood, and they were like, hey, you want to be in this like new thing we're doing, and it's like, yeah, sure, and then that was like it, and you just like you can casually be in movies, like you know what I mean, like just and then you just go do something else for the rest of your life.
But it's different, I think, if you're starring in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For
like
sure.
if you're starring in a successful movie.
Yeah. But just like how it has been for like child actors, like
sure.
Or like there was like Ryan Gosling, and he started off, I think, on Disney Channel, right?
Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah. Him and Timberlake.
And so like right.
All those guys.
And so it was like your parents either like were like, this is what you're doing, and you're gonna be like a child performer, and like a lot of kids like it, and like they want to do that stuff, and then there's other kids who are like, yep, I'm gonna go to college and go to law school,
Yeah.
Like,
I saw Kieran Culkin say about Macaulay Culkin. He was like, I remember being like young and thinking like, this sucks for him. Like, I'm stressed for him.
Dude,
he's got so
sad.
much shit.
Their dad was like pretty insane. Macaulay Culkin, like the year Home Alone came out, he hosted Saturday Night Live, and Saturday Night Live famously, like, they change everything like right before air. There's all kinds of rewrites, so they have the cue cards. Macaulay Culkin's dad was like, you're not allowed to use cue cards, you have to memorize everything, like even if they change it 5 minutes before air, like you better know those fucking lines.
That's crazy.
It's wild,
like no one even expects the adults to like do that much.
Seems like he's doing better.
Macaulay Culkin? Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
this guy had a kid, I think.
Yeah. A while ago. Even the past couple years, he's been doing well. He has or I don't know if he still does it, but he had like a pretty successful podcast, and he's marrying Brenda Song. He's marrying Wendy Wu.
Homecoming Warrior.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, buddy,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I've seen
this
3
has come
on
up
this
in
list,
every
and that's one of them.
recording of this we've done so far.
Of all two, but
including the live streams, like if we're talking four, like.
It's one of the most memorable Disney Channel originals,
Yeah, he said that movie's badass.
Yeah, that honestly does not surprise me at all that that's one of the ones that he's seen. That kind of seems right up his alley.
I don't know what the other one. I think he saw Xenon too.
Xenon, shout out. That's going to be great. That's coming up pretty quick, I feel.
It is coming up quick. It's sneaking up on us.
Yeah. Classic Xenon.
Oh,
that's right.
So the tweet I saw.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were talking about Kieran Culkin. This is the only reason I remembered it. But
we weren't going to remind you, apparently.
Nope.
No, I don't think Andrew was going to remind me.
Completely forgot.
See? I put it in his hands.
I know. And this is how he
if you were reminded me, I would have been bad because I made him do it.
It was my responsibility. I'm not allowed to use the cue
Andrew, you got to remind me.
Yeah, you're not. Emily's the key card and you can't.
They said was Wizards of Waverly Place the original Succession for kids.
Succession,
because
like
only
the
one...
current show, because one can keep their powers.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nice.
Was it? Do you think it was?
No.
That's hilarious. I think so, but like we didn't know it was until the last season.
Right.
Well, they talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
But it doesn't matter until like.
All
later.
it talks about is watching Selena Gomez do her shit throughout the show.
Just be annoying.
Yeah.
Her character. I don't get.
You
don't want to start beef.
No.
She's coming after you, Selena.
All right, we'll get Hailey Bieber on here.
Oh God.
She can come watch.
Do they have a hard time with each other? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the whole.
Oh, really?
There's so much drama about it. My girlfriend filled me in on all of it.
Yeah, like they made like a whole like Selena Gomez. I think has her own whole like documentary now, which isn't about. It's not about that necessarily, but like this has just been going on like on the internet forever. And like Hailey Bieber went on that Call Her Daddy podcast or something, and just was like talking all this shit. I don't know.
It's just like talking shit about each other.
I feel like people are just starting to go on that show to talk shit because the Cole Sprouse, like from what I saw, people making fun
girlfriend.
of it. Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude! Like he seemed like he went kind of off the edge on there, and I thought that dude like seemed all right. Like I was glad when he got Riverdale. Like, hey, this guy's making something. Then he shows up on that show. He's got his fucking shirt open. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's what that show kind of turned into, though. She was kind of interviews people into talking shit about their celebrities. I feel like is her whole thing now.
It's always like the biggest person in the news at the time who's got like the most drama going on. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like all these people who like want to be like so adjacent to celebrities, so they have to like have something that like, well, I need to like get them in here, you know. And so it's like,
Riverdale's
they're
ending.
just so obsessed with like being near famous people, and like and then they feel like that makes them equally famous somehow, which I'm not if you have a very well-known podcast, like that many people know about you, but like people are just obsessed with like wanting so badly to be in like the celebrity inner circle, and it's like, well, I'll just do that by I'll talk shit about other people, and it's like, okay, I guess like that's how you're gonna do it, I guess. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, because you're also gonna only attract though like the kind of people who are shitty in those situations, right? Like,
like
a
you know
normal
what you're
person's
doing when you're inviting Cole Sprouse and like Hailey Bieber right after that documentary,
and
whatever.
Like
her
you know
name is.
exactly.
Julia Fox, right? They had her on that show like right after I think Kanye, and she like broke up.
Yeah.
Waited that whole time.
Was she like? I mean, do you think she's hot? Like, you saw Uncut Gems, right?
Oh, her?
Yeah. She was hot in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I think I remember thinking that she looked good in Uncut Gems.
And then
but I didn't recognize her, like, after, like seeing her out.
Yeah.
Like, when she was dating Kanye, I didn't
She looked like she
recognize
touched
her.
the Ark of the Covenant.
But getting back to, like, these movies and stuff, like the child stars. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, you've said this before, Emily, but like how many people we recognize from these movies coming up, and like seeing where they go from there. Because I've heard like Josh Peck talk a lot about how, and that's what I'm wondering is like if this is still the case or like how this affected things. Like he obviously got paid for like Drake and Josh, but they don't give residuals to like kids or something like that, or at least that was the rule
with,
at the
like,
time.
Minors, or I think, I don't know what it is now, but
pretty wild.
I know.
This movie seems like it's gonna be the best movie.
Brink?
Ever. Yeah, I'm ready to predict that I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay.
I like that call. I like that call. I mean,
do I hear the synopsis?
Yeah, lay it down.
Okay, so Andy Brinker.
Nope.
No, you didn't just say that. That's not part of it.
That's what it says right here.
No, sir. I don't think so, brother.
is the leader of a group of inline skaters who disapprove of corporate sponsorship.
Oh, so it's rollerblading.
Believing that skating should be done for fun rather than profit. But when Brink's family starts having financial problems, he's forced to compromise his principles and join a sponsored team led by the arrogant Val. Not knowing his motivation, Brink's friends are stunned by the decision and collectively shun him until the truth comes out.
The truth. That's hilarious.
My family's poor.
Why wouldn't he just tell them that?
What? That's hilarious.
We were living in these roller skates.
Yeah.
God, I didn't have shoes.
Yep. That's how I got so good.
Every day I had
my mom had me skating out the womb.
Had to blade to school. And
yeah, so I think that's going to be like a 9.
That's hilarious.
It's gonna be good, man. I mean, that Brink also came out in '98, so we're on the back end of the '90s.
Wait, so this was the same year as You Lucky Dog?
Yes.
Jesus.
I think.
And Under Wraps, right?
No, Under Wraps was '97.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm sure that they were just like a lot of the filming of these movies probably just crossed over with other ones.
Oh, they just did it
because it's not like they're using the same lot or the same like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. Just make a shit ton all at once. Like
I think once they
saying you can't.
Once they got the ball rolling, I mean, when you have a hit like Under Wraps, you gotta. I mean, you can't quit on a cash cow like that, baby. You gotta keep milking.
I can't wait for this movie to suck. I come in here and I'm just like, it's a fucking 3.
I was wrong.
It's gonna be good. There's no way it's bad. It's gonna be really good.
And for my next trick, I'll need a gun.
I think I know where you can get one.
Yeah,
there's definitely gonna be a gun.
You gotta take bets on if there's gonna be a gun in.
I saw what Val looks like.
What kind of bad
guy? The corporate bad guy.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy.
But like, what context would there be a
patch.
Gun? Because like in Under Wraps, it's like there's a mummy.
Doesn't want to pay
so he's like a monster. There's something to shoot that's not a child.
But also like that's almost like
that guy shot a fucking dog.
Yeah,
like he was a cop.
He hated the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
the whole thing was
kind
of like, I'm gonna kill the dog.
They tried to kill the dog
right
from the outset.
I mean, they tried to do a lot of other stuff before getting to kill the dog.
Yeah.
Right. Like they tried to kidnap him. They tried a lot. I mean,
but what do you think was gonna happen after they kidnapped the dog?
Did you see him pull a gun out of the courtroom?
Death.
That's
they
true.
even said they're standing around. They're like, what if the dog had an accident? Like that was literally a part of it.
Yeah, the guy.
You guys were too busy talking about waterfalls and
yeah.
He did hit him with a little bit of that.
Yeah,
a little bit of slice.
Him with the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's gonna He's gonna tombstone that dog right in the front of everybody.
That'd be insane.
It's possible.
I think there's gonna be a gun. The bad guy in this movie looks like he has a soul patch, so I'm gonna go with gun.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, we're dealing with the corporate stuff. Like, what if maybe Brink is like, we're not selling out anymore, and like he's like, you've actually been doing some illegal stuff, and then Val is like, and he's got to run up to the roof, get into a helicopter, and they're like, stop that helicopter, but then Val's like,
yeah.
You're not following me.
Maybe he pulls a gun on like the cops or something and not like a group of children.
I mean,
there was a gun on a group of kids in Under Wraps.
Yeah. Which kids are easy to shoot. Maybe that's the lesson here.
You should probably cut that one. You should probably cut it.
Keep it in.
Sounds like the first line of someone's.
I think Adam's. Fuck was it? Lanza said that. There's a guy shot up Sandy Hook.
Right over my head.
It's a guy shot up Sandy Hook.
See, didn't know his name. I would have assumed it was Alex Jones.
He played a role.
He played his part. He played his part.
He did what Alex Jones had to do.
Don't count him out.
You forget that Scheme and Dream's a pro Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
Wearing it on the chest.
I have my Scheming and Dreaming sweatshirt in my car.
I know. You should have been on that same wavelength.
All right, we'll do it next week.
I know.
Yeah. We're talking about that Alex Jones clip that's been going around lately where it's like, let's fuck possums or whatever.
Let's rape possums. Let's stuff.
Jake is a big fan of that one.
It's so funny.
That's an all-time.
I saw a TikTok. It said, Mom, or go hang out with the kid across the street. The kid across the street. And then Tim goes, let's rape possums.
Yeah.
The weird kid on the block.
Yeah.
You probably had some possum rapers in your neighborhood, pal.
Oh, dude. I can't even imagine. Bro. So he lived in the house across the street. And then the other, like his grandparents lived in the house next door. Mm-hmm. And in the back of the grandparents' house, there were graves for all the family members, even the kid that like I was friends with. Like,
wait, they pre-dug his grave?
They pre-made graves in the backyard, like headstones.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
that's some.
I mean, you can do that for yourself right now. You can go to a cemetery and pre-buy your grave.
Yeah, but she was doing it for her grandkids.
Yeah, that's wild.
Assuming
like,
they'd want to be buried there.
And also, like,
rude.
You have to plan out your gravesite if you're going to be buried in a cemetery, right? Like, this was just their backyard.
Yeah, dude, I was like 5 or 6 when I saw it.
Limited space, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they're like,
I guess that's true.
Mass grave.
Mass grave, yeah, just do it like that.
We're going to get the whole neighborhood
little family reunion
grave. I think I saw mine now that I think about it.
Just looking out the window at you,
like,
chiseling.
They're coming.
Yep. They're on the way.
Lock the doors tonight.
It's so hard to remember anything that happened in these movies immediately after we watch them.
Definitely a highlight. I mean, the two best scenes are the court scene and when they get the AstroTurf.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's all I remember. And then him sucking in the beginning.
James Avery, could have used him more.
Yeah,
would have loved to see him.
Definitely.
Why the secretary didn't come back?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So she just loses her job after all her years of dedicated service
to this fucking freak.
And once he has like millions of dollars, and they're like, "Oh, you get to have a full staff at your house." He's not like, maybe I could rehire her to do something.
He doesn't even think of her again, dude.
Her. For what?
For losing
his
yeah, his mojo. She brought bad vibes to the office.
Because it does seem like she kind of took care of him for years.
Yeah,
at that
and
place.
Like
he didn't have anything going on, and he just completely tossed her aside, forgot about her. I mean, did she even have a name though in the movie? I think she probably did.
Maybe she did.
We don't even.
She had to
remember.
have had a name, right?
Maybe I didn't even know his name was Jack until
I didn't
two scenes before the end. Yeah, I had
No.
no idea. What was his name? Jack Montgomery.
Jack Morgan.
Jack Morgan. Doctor Jack Morgan.
I'm practically a doctor. That's what he says.
Yeah, I mean that's an all-time line. You got to put that line on the poster. You lucky dog. I'm practically a doctor. It was a little.
Was her name Bernice?
It could be.
I remember who they called Bernice. Maybe it was her, because all I could think the whole time was, where do I know the name Bernice from? But it's from that show South Beach Tow.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
it's
a different Bernice.
I thought Bernice was the sister.
What's
like
sister?
the niece? I mean, who was like the evil woman?
No, that was Margaret.
Okay.
Margaret Windsor.
Bernice, you're alive.
Okay, so fun fact about Bernice. The actress is dead.
Oh,
damn it.
Fuck.
She died during production. That's why they didn't bring her back.
She voiced Chucky in Rugrats.
What?
Mm-hmm. For the first 7 seasons.
No way.
Yep.
I thought Chucky was...
Tara Strong?
I mean, I wasn't sure.
Nancy Cartwright was season 8.
Oh, man. Oh, Nancy. That's Bart Simpson. She's a big Scientologist, actually. Nancy Cartwright. She loves Scientology. There's like voice recordings.
She also
of her,
voiced Dexter in Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Nancy Cartwright or the woman?
That one that
the secretary.
Yeah, secretary.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That was her.
Yep.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a great.
Sad.
Dexter's a great voice. Dexter underrated voice.
all time.
It's a hard voice to like do. Like, 100%. To impersonate. Like
the DD thing.
People can't really do that very well.
Couldn't hit that. I could maybe hit a Mandar, but there's no way I'm hitting a DD. I can't.
DD.
I've tried it. I can't do it. Yeah, I knew Emily was gonna. You're probably gonna be able to get the closest, but.
Yeah, but it's like the pitch of his voice is weird.
Yeah, it's like all she was in. She voiced Chucky and Dexter though, so that's enough.
That's two
bangers.
Famous animated redheads,
really
dude.
Popular.
Yeah. I only do redheads.
R.I.P. Let's take a moment of silence.
Throw out a couple of DVDs for
fuck Scientology.
Fuck Scientology.
Yeah, dude.
Scientology got another one.
There's voice recordings of Nancy Cartwright like cold calling people, being like doing Bart Simpson's voice and being like, you need to get your that's a bad Bart Simpson, but like, you need to get your e-meter readings checked. No, wait, don't hang up. It's not Bart Simpson. It's me, Nancy Cartwright, for calling you about Scientology.
That's crazy.
Dude. Yeah.
That seems
That's
like something she could get sued over. Like if a company cared enough to like be using their intellectual property like of a character as like
Fox could
like
sue her?
in like in like an unauthorized because most people who like play characters and voice act like you don't own your character. The only woman who like the woman who played Elvira.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was like one of the only people who like owned the rights to the character she played, so she could like dress up as her and like she would like go to children's hospitals and stuff.
That's really cool.
But like, yeah, you can't just like do that.
Interesting.
Not that I'm being like, oh, she should be sued,
but fuck Scientology.
if it was like a Disney character or something, like I feel like they would be all over that shit, and they'd be like, hell no, hell no.
That's a good question. Could you? No, because you can't even do like lookalikes of people, right? Shout out to Mike Igo for teaching us that in his class.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Or sound-alikes, I mean, whatever.
Right, like because you're still like invoking that you're trying to make money off of people knowing what that is.
You ever see that Scientology movie? The John Travolta one?
Battlefield Earth? No, never saw it. Never saw it. Just looks too crazy. The movie seems right up your alley.
Don't.
What are you? Don't look at me and say don't tell. I bet you love that movie.
I know. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
What's that get on your scale? I didn't
actually, dude. It was a 0. It was so bad.
0.
Yeah, that was actually one of the worst movies I've ever. That's like Bomb 5.
It's based on like an L. Ron Hubbard book, right?
Yeah, Scientology.
Okay, got it.
Did you know L. Ron Hubbard was black?
L. Ron Hoya Bembe?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He got it.
It's an Eric Andre thing.
Okay.
That's one of the best clips.
Funny.
Turn that poop into wine. I mean, that's
oh, I know that. I know that part.
Yeah.
Where he yells truth, it cracks me up every time. Did you know L. Ron Hubbard
Hoya Bembe?
Black?
I think that is coming back pretty soon.
It is.
It's funny.
I think I saw some like little preview of it. I think just like the first
did you see his Willie Nelson outfits he put on Instagram?
No.
His what?
Dude, it was it's Willie Nelson's birthday.
Nice.
And he made a post for him in his outfits, and it's so funny.
He's a funny guy. I like those Adult Swim shows. Most of them. You got to watch that Eagle Heart show I was telling you about, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Braids.
The fucking braids.
Yeah, that's all right,
it's
man.
Really funny.
It's a good look if you can pull it off.
He can pull off any look.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The bald head.
Yeah.
The Cat Williams hair.
The Cat Williams hair, dude. That was prime Andre. I loved that look, man. Cat Williams. That guy is funny as fuck.
They both. I mean, yeah.
He's a wild man, but he's funny. Yeah. There you go.
So, what do you guys think you're gonna rate Brink? Let's get our predictions.
Based just on the poster, which looks sick.
Poster and synopsis.
I'm going like 8.5, maybe.
Yeah, I'm knowing myself. I'm probably gonna say 9. I'm
I
probably
said
gonna say
9
really
too.
high. Yeah, like that looks like the perfect. Like that looks like the kind of movie
like
that I've been waiting to get for. Like
this is
as
like the
we've done
first
this.
rebellious Disney movie we're gonna watch, and there's gonna be hundreds of them.
I think that's really gonna set the stage for a lot of great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like all like the cool like Disney, because I like Under Wraps because the Disney Channel Halloween movies are that's a genre of Disney Channel originals that is very, very strong in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The sports ones also awesome.
Except Double Teamed.
Sure.
Wait till we
which
get
I haven't watched that, so I don't know. I'll take your word for it. I know
gonna be
everybody says it's bad. I feel like I'm gonna love it.
If you love it, I'll cut off my foot on this table here after the movie.
All right. As long as you clean it up,
Immediately
I guess.
after.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Come
Yeah,
right
why
in.
wait?
Yeah.
I gotta at least see it again.
Luck of the Irish.
Look at the Irish banger.
That's gonna be top notch. Yeah, that's one of the best ones. And then there's like
High School Musical.
Sure. It's got a sports element to it. You know what? And dancing's hard.
Dad, I just want to sing.
Dancing's hard.
Your dream.
Your dream.
Great delivery, man, Zach.
My favorite delivery in all 3 of those movies is when Ryan goes up to Zac Efron and goes, "Yo, Gabrielle's mom makes like the best brownies." And Zac Efron goes, "I know. I've had them." It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Or he's like,
"Okay, dude.
I've had them."
That's hilarious.
It's so funny.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I think it's in the second one.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Still, that's funny.
Yeah, those ones I haven't seen in a long, long time.
Tears and Troy?
Duh. Like, obviously. Like,
it's iconic. I loved it. I just watched those movies.
Before?
Except the third one. I've only seen the first 2. But
Never
I've
seen
never
the
watched
third
one,
one,
are we?
Oh, no, because that got a theatrical release.
It didn't look like it.
Yeah.
Tell you that. I started.
You know, the guy who directed those movies, though, Kenny Ortega, director, choreographer, and all that stuff, he was Michael Jackson's choreographer on that last tour, the one that Michael Jackson was going to do before he died.
Yeah.
I bet Michael Jackson killed himself after seeing those.
No way, man. Kenny Ortega also directed Hocus Pocus. That guy.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Come
I take
on,
back
man.
everything.
Yeah,
That's what I thought, Jake. That's what I thought. Any last thoughts on You Lucky Dog before we close it out?
Fuck Kirk Cameron. Movie was alright though.
He's an acting genius. You know how there's that episode of Family Guy where it's revealed like Fred Savage is like the best actor of all time? I think that's actually based on Kirk Cameron.
It might be.
I think it's a good possibility. With Jesus on his side, dude, all things are possible. All things are possible, brother.
That's true.
Emily, any last thoughts on You Lucky Dog?
I liked it. I liked it more than Under Wraps, and now I feel like I started off... Because in my head, I'm like, are they all just going to keep getting better after this? And I fucked up my rating system immediately. My ratings could change based on compared to other movies.
Okay.
I just feel like there's going to be so many bad ones that like we just sat there and enjoyed that one kind of. But at some point, we're going to be like either really bored during one.
Yeah.
Or we're going to be like, God, I wish that fucking gun was on my head.
In fairness, I feel like we did spend most of this one talking about fucking Waterfall.
Yeah, I feel like
a really good chunk. Like, I didn't realize how long we actually...
Well, the movie was
It went on for a while.
Yeah.
The movie is short.
It was the circling back to it for me. It was just coming back around on it that I think...
We had to keep going back to it, though, because more...
Had to. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
That's what I sound like.
No,
It is. I know that. That's the one thing I know about myself.
That's what I sound like, too. It's okay.
You didn't deserve that.
You're right. That was mean.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake. All right, You Lucky Dog, yeah. Good movie, man. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, it was funny.
Tough to go up with Under Wraps just because I'm emotionally attached to that
I hope
movie,
Under Wraps is with Mr. Windsor.
Perfect way to close it out. All right, let's get out of here. Another great one.
What was the one
great one in the can.
Northern Lights?
Yeah.